नमस्कार, येवकार तुमकां हब गजाली कार्यावळीन. आता सध्या एक मुद्दो सध्या चालू आसा तो म्हणजे ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप विशीं. जेंचे कडेन पोर्तुगीज पासपोर्ट आशिल्ले गोंयकार आसा तांकां इंडियन आनी पोर्तुगीज दोनूय सिटीजनशीप दवरपा खातीर एलाव करचें. ते पासून सध्या जे SIR आसा तातूंत तांचे जे थोड्या जाणांची नांवांय वता तांकां वोटींगूय करपाक एलाव करचें असो मुद्दो चलिल्लो आसा. आनी हो मुद्दो सध्या त्या वेळार चल्ला जेन्ना भारत युरोपियन युनियना कडेन मैत्रीचे संबंध जोडटा. हो विशय घेवन सध्या वेगवेगळे लोक पत्रकार परिशदी घेता. पुणून हो विशय घेवन हाच्या पयलीं उलोवपी अशें एक मनीस आसा जाणी सातत्यान हाचे विशयी बरयलें आनी सातत्यान ह्या विशयाचेर अभ्यास केलो. ते म्हणजे एडवोकेट क्लिओफातो कुतिन्हो. ते आमचे बरोबर आसा आनी आमचे बरोबर आसा एडवोकेट अमित पालेकर अँड ही इज रिप्रेझेंटींग law here, not any political party. That I am making it clear first. So he represents law in कायदो. So जे लोकांक खबर ना तेंचे खातीर पोर्तुगीज सिटीजनशीप आमकां मेळटा कारण आमचे कडेन पोर्तुगीज रूल आशिल्ले आनी जे स्वता पोर्तुगीजाच्या वेळार आशिल्ले किंवा ज्यांचे पेरंट्स पोर्तुगीजाच्या वेळार आशिल्ले ते पोर्तुगीज पासपोर्ट मेळपाक शकता. सो थंयच्यान सुरू जाता. सो ड्युअल सिटीजनशिपाचो जो मागणी आसा पळय तो ते पयलीं पासून चलता. So tell me, legally there is any problem or it is politically they don't want?
So legally it is possible. Now legally it is possible म्हळ्यार आमगेले कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आमकां अमेंड करची पडली आनी ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप अलाव करची पडली. See what happens is most of the advanced countries and many progressive nations allow dual citizenship. Now, dual citizenship कित्याक allow करता ते? Because they find that world is now a global village and you should not be tied down to state boundaries. पळय आतां तुवें तो OCI कार्ड दवरलें जायत, they are entitled to everything except buying agricultural land. And in any case, nobody wants to buy agricultural land. People buy land because they can convert it or they buy converted land. Government jobs and elections. These are the three things you can't do under the OCI. आता कोणूय citizen, he finds it very dear to his heart to get his own government elected. Like I have my card in the village, my village Asolna. I go there to vote for Zilla elections, for the Panchayat elections, for assembly elections, because you find it very close to your heart to get your people elected. So like that, आता तो पळयलो जायत तूं हे OCI कार्ड घेवन the non-citizens who are persons of Indian origin who are holding OCI card are enjoying every privilege except they cannot take part in elections and they cannot take government jobs. सो हे तो तूं पळयलें जायत. सी पयलीं कितें जातालें आमगे गोंयकार दे वर गोईंग आउट टू वर्क बट दे वूड कम बॅक. दे हॅव ऑलवेज वर्क फॉर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ इयर्स. दे हॅव वर्कड आउटसायड गोवा. दे हॅव वर्कड इन युरोपियन टेरिटरीज. दे हॅव वर्कड ऑन द शिप बट दे हॅव कम बॅक. In 2006 Portugal amended their law and made it simple to register Goans in Portugal and that would be citizenship under their law. If you register your birth in Portugal, it is citizenship under their law. So take it jata since तेन्नाय when British were in India and Portuguese were in Goa was not a land of opportunities. So that is why they were going out to work. Even now, Goa is not a land of opportunities. So people go out to work. But from 2006 onwards, this issue has happened of dual citizenship because Portugal accepts registration of birth in Portugal to be a citizen of Portugal. So by that method, you lose Indian citizenship because you can't have dual citizenship in India.
So,
According to me, our country must allow this because it's a progressive step. All advanced countries have it. पूण एक हे फक्त गोंयकारांक म्हूण जावपाक शकना. It will have to be for the entire country. See, in 2005, when they introduced for the first time the PIO card, it was introduced as a result of a pressure from, say, Punjabis in Canada, Gujaratis in England for dual citizenship. Abhishek Manu Singhvi's father, LM Singhvi, was appointed by the government to go into this entire aspect of dual citizenship, and LM Singhvi actually recommended dual citizenship. But the government somehow had cold feet, and instead of citizenship they made the PIO card, which is now OCI card.
Okay, Amit, what is your reaction dual citizenship? आणि खास करून तू हाजे पयलीं वचून बी आयला मेळिल्लो आसा गोंयकार जे थंय रावता तांकां. सो दे ऑलवेज वॉन्ट टू गेट कनेक्टेड, रिमेन कनेक्टेड विथ गोवा in real sense, then they have to lose the Indian citizenship also.
See, there it is not just a legal matter, it's also political, it is also social matter. आज गोंयकारांक जर तूं लंडनाक वचूंक मेळत जाल्यार आय हॅव ऑलवेज सेड इट, गोंयान गोंयकार शेणला आनी लंडनाक मेळ्ळा. कारण गोंयकार खंय ना खंय तरी हांगा शेणला आनी लंडनाक कित्याक गेला तो, कारण एज सर एज रायटली सेड, गोवा इज नॉट लँड ऑफ ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज when it comes to jobs, and you look for better prospects for a better life. आणि लोक युरोपियन सिटिजनशिप म्हणजे पोर्चुगीज सिटिजनशिप घेवन लंडनाक वता. नाव एज फार एज गोवा इज कन्सर्न, पर्टिक्युलरली गोवा स्टँड्स डिफरंट फ्रॉम रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री फ्रॉम द फॅक्ट दॅट गोंय हें पोर्चुगीजा अंडर आशिल्लें. 1961 1961 आमकां लिबरेशन मेळ्ळें, अँड इंडियन लॉज वर मेड एप्लिकेबल टू द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा आफ्टर गोवा वॉज एक्सेडेड टू इंडिया इन 1962 बाय वे ऑफ अ लॉ. सो एज फार एज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज कन्सर्न, जशें सरान म्हणलें की इट कॅनॉट बी मेड जस्ट फॉर गोवन. I probably have a little difference of opinion there. Politically, it may be for the rest of the country as may be applicable, but law can be an exception when it comes to Goa because of peculiar status of Goa. Because we are still under uniform civil code. Personal laws जे इंडियेचे आसा, म्हणजे हिंदू मॅरेज एक्ट आसूं किंवा मुस्लीम लॉ आसूं किंवा बाकीचे जे पर्सनल लॉज आसा, इंडियन सक्सेशन एक्ट आसूं, हे गोंयांत लागू जायना, गोंयकारांक लागू जायना. फॉर ऑल पर्पजीस, फॉर ऑल ऑफ पर्सनल लॉज गोंय हे डिफरंट म्हणून ट्रीट करता. Indian law also treats them differently. Income Tax Act treats us differently. Even our income can be split between husband and wife. So that is recognized Goan laws. So in terms of that and applicability of 1962 laws, over a period of time Indian laws were made applicable to state of Goa. So Indian Citizenship Act जर suitably amend करत, with constitutional amendment may not be necessary if you are amending Indian citizenship. कारण आसामा खातीरूय, if I am not mistaken, there is something that is there existing in Indian Citizenship Act. I am not too sure, but there is something as far as I know, and similar thing can be made applicable for the state of Goa, considering the peculiar aspect of it is कि आमकां आमचो birth register करपाक मेळटा युरोपाक in Portugal, and we can register our birth, and जशें दोतोरान सांगलें की there as soon as you register your birth you are considered as citizen, but you are not renounced Indian citizenship officially. आता peculiar problem तो 2022 जर पळयत जाल्यार Indian government, Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, MEA sought that information from Portugal कि ये birth register आसा. As soon as you went with the passport for renewal to Indian Passport Office, the passports were considered as revoked. Now OCI, for all purposes, OCI is as good as dual citizenship only, except 3-4 rights which are not there, voting rights na, agricultural na. So for all purposes, Indian Citizenship Act, where OCI was introduced, has kind of accepted the fact of this issue or citizenship issue. Now consider this part of it. 2022 म्हाका दिसता आमी आवाज काडिल्लो त्या वेळार, कारण आमी पळयलें की विदाउट अ सरेंडर सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ पासपोर्ट OCI was not granted. So Indian जाचे भुरगे for whatever reasons are abroad but they still held Indian passport, they did not renounce or give up Indian citizenship, were aliens in their own country. Indian passport हातान घेतलो म्हणटकूच ताका पोर्चुगलाक वचपाक मेळना, ताका सिटिझनशीप थंयची घेवपाक मेळना किंवा OCI कार्ड थंयच्यान एप्लाय करपाक मेळना. ऑफकोर्स आफ्टर वी मेड लॉट ऑफ इवन क्राय, गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडिया इंटरवीन, गोवा गव्हर्मेंट ऑल्सो इंटरवीन, आणि दॅट हॅज चेंज्ड. दॅट revocation certificate is considered as surrender letter, and that is recognized for OCI grant. But issue remains here is, since Goa was treated differently by 1962 law also, wherein Indian laws were made applicable to India in a different format or in a particular way that personal laws were kept separately. According to me, if there is a will which can lie with the majority government or the central government which is in power, Citizenship Act can be amended in such a way that Goa can be treated differently when it comes to grant of dual citizenship. Passport could be of one country, but the recognizing of the fact that third to the birth register asloy, that you still continue to be Indian citizenship. You can choose to hold a passport of the country that you are living in. Because जे आज गोंयकार थंय आसा, खुबशे गोंयकार जे आज लंडनाक आसा, they are holding Portuguese passport. And many of them, because they don't want to lose their rights of voting or being treated differently by income tax laws also, and being also possessive about Goa or their connects to Goa, don't want to give up Indian citizenship or passport, and they dependent म्हणून थंय रावता. So there are a lot of disadvantages of that fact also. So गोंयकार जो आज लंडनाक आसा, तुका दिसता आसत की तो खूश आसा किंवा तो थंय स्वखुशीन रावता किंवा ताका थंय रावनूच दिसता आनी चॉयस दिल्या जाल्यार तो तरी थंय रावतलो म्हणत जाल्यार ना. I think majority of them, when I go meet them and हांगा जेन्ना येता ते आमकां मेळटा, they all want to come back to Goa. So Indian Citizenship Act, if suitably amended, can give that opportunity to every Goan who is in Portugal or in London or any part of UK to come back and enjoy the same rights. There could be certain more restrictions like land, agricultural land घेवपाक मेळना, that all is fine. But आज ताका स्वताचोय land जर विकता आसत जाल्यार if he is OCI card holder, then that 20% TDS comes into picture. There are a lot of things. So legal, practical, there are various difficulties, but everything has a solution if you have an intention to do the right thing.
दाने दाने में आरोग्य प्राप्तिरस्तु, दाने दाने में सौभाग्य प्राप्तिरस्तु। अमृत जैसा इसका स्वाद, ये है पौष्टिकता का प्रसाद। कण कण में पंचामृता, रग रग में पंचामृता, तन मन में पंचामृता, देश भर में पंचामृता, घर घर में पंचामृता प्राप्तिरस्तु।
शुद्ध भी, स्वाद भी, सेहत भी। पंचामृता खाओ, हेल्थी जियो।
एक सेक्शन आसा ते म्हणटा की कॅन एन इंडिविज्युअल ओ एलिजियन्स टू 2 countries एट सायमल्टेनियसली एट वन गिवन टायम. म्हणजे आय एम इंडियन ऑल्सो, आय वॉन्ट टू बी पोर्तुगीज ऑल्सो. So how do you address this issue?
See, it is not owing allegiance to 2 countries in that sense. Now take the case of Goans only. If you give them dual citizenship, they may take part in elections. Let us take part. Elections is the main issue in all these matters because, as we have said, they want to stay connected. They want to have a right in the decision making process, that is take part in government formation. Now if they are given right to do that, and if they have a right to elect another government in another country, I don't know what is wrong in that. See, you may maximum say that certain countries we consider as our enemy countries, we will not allow dual citizenship. See, we may have certain issues with certain countries. Those countries, you may like even OCI is not given to persons of Indian origin who reside in certain countries. Like that, you can put restrictions where those restrictions will not permit them to take part in that country. So they will not get only. So like take the persons in Goans, they take part in London. In their municipal elections, they take part in elections there. So what is wrong in that?
No, you hear in specific case what we are talking about is Goans with Portuguese citizenship.
Yes.
But with your discussion, I also feel ki बाकीच्या कंट्रीजाचे जे समज घेतले, if someone takes a
yes,
Canada,
I'm saying so
तांकां allow करचे म्हणून
कितें
someone takes a Canadian citizenship, ताकाय बी
all that I'm trying to say is that all advanced countries give you dual citizenship. In fact, there are some countries like Croatia, they say you invest this much and take our citizenship. So this is investment and you get citizenship. USA gives such a right. If you invest X amount, you get citizenship. Now, if advanced countries can give you citizenship by investment, and that citizenship permits you to take part in their electoral process, what is wrong in?
But here the case is different. Here it is nothing.
No, see
investment. We are talking about emotions.
Here our case is slightly different because we are having a right to get our birth registered there, and once you register your birth, you are entitled to take their passport.
Okay.
So that once you take their passport, then our government deletes you
from the list
from the list of
citizens.
yeah. So I don't see any reason as to why a person should not hold two passports.
Amit, do you think this should be only restricted to Portuguese, Indians, Goans?
No. See, before Amit comes, I will also say, see, kids आता गोंयकारांक special provision दिवचे जाता, which Amit was just now said that considering us as a special case, आमकां दिवचे. See, the same argument is in special status. We are demanding special status that our legislature should be entitled to pass a law that our land will not be sold to outsiders. And that is why we want special status. Special status diupa jata, but then it may not be possible to give only to Goans. It may be, say, for small states.
They are talking about amending Article 370.
By amending Article 371, for various small states, they could make a concession whereby a small state can get overwhelmed. A big state like Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, they cannot get overwhelmed by how many more people go there, they don't get overwhelmed. But here is a situation where you get overwhelmed. So because you get overwhelmed, you can make concessions based on this factor that their land, their culture, their identity is getting overwhelmed.
So
and hence
concession should be there for smaller states.
Smaller
like
states. So similarly, I also find it difficult that the central government will make special concessions for Goa only. I would say this has to be across.
Okay, Amit, again the same question which we are discussing की गोंया खातीरच स्पेसिफीक करप है नाजाल्यार भारता खातीर केलें जाल्यार you know floodgates will open, anyone will go take two citizenships and he is there here, he is there. Secondly, they are also talking about national risk. This is not about Goa. National security रिस्का बद्दलूय उलयता की जर भायलो कोणी नॉन गोवन आमच्या गोंयकारांक म्हणिना टू बी व्हेरी स्पेसिफीक जाल्यार तेही एक आस्पेक्ट येता.
There are various aspects of it. Like आता SIR चालू आसा पळय, the whole process of SIR is not just voters list here, but whether Bangladeshis are there, whether those people who have come as aliens into India and acquired citizenship or acquired voting rights and all, ते तातल्यानूच cleaning करता. The fact remains, it's hidden, but the fact is that SIR is to clean up
the
voting
system,
list,
yeah.
not just voting list, to find out if there are Bangladeshis, and that actually has reference in particular section which was amended under Citizenship Act for Assam, and influx of Bangladeshis when the war had started, or whatever that could be the reason. Now, Citizenship Act came into force in 1987, if I'm not mistaken, 1987 or something. Goan, for all purposes, Goa was not an Indian territory until 1961. Goa became Indian territory in the year 1961 when Goa was liberated. Goa has been treated as such by India. Today we are part of India, we are a state, we became a state in 1987, and we have been accepted as a state with common civil code. So our laws are also accepted. Besides that, Indian laws were made applicable particularly in 1962 by an act of Indian government for all purposes. Jenna आम्ही हे अशें उलयता तेन्ना कोर्टान म्हाका अजून याद जाता, कर्नाटका when I argued this common civil code that a particular matter should be decided by the courts in Goa only, I was reprimanded by the court to, what do you think, Goa is something different, it's a foreign state. And then when the law was explained, law has been laid down by Karnataka High Court and upheld by the Supreme Court in a marriage matter. So even the courts have upheld the fact that Goa was a different territory. 1962 जेन्ना आमचो कायदो एक येता, 1962 चो कायद्या प्रमाणे इंडियन कायदे हांगा एप्लिकेबल जाता. That time also Goa was treated differently. So there is no harm in today treating Goa differently under Indian Citizenship Act. As you said, national security जावं कितें आसूं, आज तूं दुबय वच, तुका दोळे धापून जर हांगा हांवें बंद केलो आनी डब्यान व्हरून थंय व्हरून सोडलो आनी दोळे उगडलो, जाल्यार प्रॉब्ली इफ यू डोंट सी द बिल्डिंग तुका दिसतलें इंडियन तसा का केरला हाडून सोडला काय म्हणटलो तूं नाही बट दिस इज अ फॅक्ट. Similar situation is when you land in London today. Most of the the Heathrow airport are as Goankar who have been accepted as citizens of that country are manning, including security to everything. So तुका उतरा पावला कोंकणी आयकपाक येता बरें दिसता गोंयांत तसो कशें वेम्बली गेलो जावं तूं रेडींग गेलो जावं आनी खंयच्या जाग्यांचेर गेलो गोंयकार जावं गोवा फेस्टा लाख गोंयकार मदें मेळटा. सो इफ यू सी द डेटा ऑफ 2025 ऑफ MEA 10 to 15 Goans have made applications to give up their Indian passport daily. Daily basis. Whatever may be the reasons, lack of opportunities or better pastures that they look forward to. But understand one thing is that Goa right dila ni ami Portuguese citizenship घेवपाचो. So why not look at Goa as something as a different subject altogether? As if 1.5 lakh Goan families are in UK. That means 10% of Goa's population as per last census has left Goa and is in UK but has roots in Goa, want to come back to Goa. Why not get them back to Goa is a question. It's a political question, it's a social question, it's a question which the law should also ask. And what is the harm in treating Goa differently? Where is the question of national security? Because OCI card allows me to come in and out, go in and go out day in, day out. Except for these 4 rights. You grant me one more right, no voting.
No, this national security issue comes when you have Bangladeshi and also Indian.
So that means you can't open the floodgates to the rest of the country.
So if that is the issue, I am saying Bangladeshi, Pakistan, China, you keep out. You say we will not give dual citizenship to these countries.
Correct.
And when, as Amit says, OCI Tuka gives you all the rights. Where is the question of security? You are traveling freely, visa free entry you have got, you come, get out, all the time you do what you want, except you are cannot take part in elections and government jobs.
Okay, another thing what we are talking is, I want to ask a question ki ह्या आता dual citizenship I at least remember कितलीशीच वर्सां चल्ला. So is there no Goyan political will ना कारण हेच्या पयलीं if I remember म्हाका दिसता एक delegation गेले all party delegation that went to Delhi आणि तांणी बी हे सांगलें हे पॉलिटिकल विल ना काय फॉलोअप जायना काय वॉट इज द इशू.
सी if I can look at the history of dual citizenship, the history of dual citizenship is that there was a strong demand from Punjabis and Gujaratis in the year 2003 onwards. At that time, Goans did not ask for dual citizenship. Goans are asking for dual citizenship after 2006. At that time, they were asking for it.
So now
and so I would say it cannot be a Goan issue only because thousands of.
So my question is why it is not happening. Political will this time padna. Government is also not.
Somehow I feel that the government in 2005 developed cold feet. Total, it was the government of Vajpayee which developed cold feet because a government appointed committee asked the government to give dual citizenship. That committee was headed by LM Singhvi, government appointed committee.
Now I'm talking about now, recently. You are talking about 2005, 2006.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
right now in 2026, 20 years later.
Yeah.
Now,
See,
when
according
it
to
could be a very popular step also
as I look at it, the OCI status dillan, say people from Punjab and people from say Gujarat in particular have got free access to India and they are back. Punjabis are also come to Punjab and they are back to Canada.
Tell me about Goa. I must
But it does not matter to them. Those few thousand Punjabis come to Punjab and few comes to Gujarat does not matter to them. But for us it matters because we are small numbers. So because we are small in numbers, our absence is getting felt.
So when it matters, why
Yeah.
doesn't it matter to the government? Is my question.
Yes, you have a point there. It doesn't matter to the government because government is looking at it as a section which is out of the state. Is not my section. This is the way the government looks at it. It is not our section.
Okay, irrespective
because
of-
finally we have to keep in mind one thing, that the current regime, both at the center and in the states, are going in a majoritarian scheme of things. In such a scheme of things, I think the majority people who are in Canada, who are in England, who are particularly who have taken Portuguese citizenship, is not their vote bank. So
Okay,
I
no, but-
look at it as a clear vote bank politics.
Okay, before that, I'm asking a supplementary question to him. Ki 2006 till 2012, we had a Congress government in place. That time also they never did, because Congress government can very well think it is their vote bank. They should have done it. 2012 till now, they have not done it. So
This answer I will also give you.
okay, you please answer so that.
Yeah. From
It's better to answer this
2006 to 2012, there was no problem because people were going out, and many of them were even holding, according to me, 2 passports, and they were not even reporting.
Okay.
So this problem has become now, which has become very acute because, and also it has become acute because now it is very easy to get access to information. आता tukte on the digital world, who has taken which passport, who has registered their birth is easily available. In those years, it was not available so easily. So you will find some of our people took citizenship there, registered their birth there, took even passport there, and did not tell us. They contested elections, they won elections.
Yeah.
And it was not known to
MLA
anybody.
भी झाले.
And they MLA भी झाले. So it was not known. So this is the problem now, in the past, say, 15 years or so.
Okay, yeah.
And it has come up since Kaitu's time.
Yeah,
See, that
Kaitu was a
issue was
case.
highlighted during Kaitu's time. Just as Saran म्हणले, basically the problem lies in the way things have changed from 2012 to 2025. As the connection, I mean, it's very easy to track a passport or anything which can be easily changed because of the systems that have come into force. Now, issue कसा आशिल्लो 2012 किंवा आता वो issue आता केन्ना येवपाक लागला. The problem lies in the fact that 20% or 25% of certain constituencies population is out of country holding that passport. And obviously, if you ask me if can I be a little political, then I'll give you that answer.
You can be political.
Then if I am being little political, these people who are in UK and other, they feel more love for Goa than probably Goans do today. And they are against the current dispensation which is there in power, may it be center or here, because they feel that they are the ones who are destroying Goa, and that is why तांकांय नाका ह्या परते आयिल्ले. तांकां voting right दिलेल्या 20% जे आसा can be 20%, can be a large vote numbers which can overturn a candidate or election. So that they don't want it. And they कितें थंय जोडटले येतले हांगा and they can't be bought by money. So what they will do, they will come here and try to save Goa. So to save Goa, they will obviously vote against the current dispensation, and probably that is what they don't want it. The question then remains is ये आता issue कित्याक येता काय म्हणून. Simple गजाल सांगता तुका. Today government is tracking every moment of every person, including अशें आसा की आमी जर opposition आसत जाल्यार when we are coming into our own country, immigration officer asked me a question, why have you traveled? What are you traveling for? How can you travel so much? How can you afford to travel so much? I said, I mean, do you mean to say that I am not welcome in my country? No, why are you asking me these questions? Then I realized, and I am told that anybody who is other than the political person, who is politically exposed person, now data that you are politically exposed and you are not in the ruling. So you should be questioned for all these things. So if the government is doing it at micro level, they are obviously not wanting those who are against them to come and vote here. So more than anything else, there has to be a political will to give that status to Goa. It is very easy for current BJP government in Goa to ask their central counterparts ki गोंय हे 1961 लिबरेट जाल्ले, गोंय हे पोर्चुगेजा अंडर आशिल्ले, गोंयांक एक आमचो एनीवे स्पेशल स्टेटस आसा द रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री. Why not grant this additional benefit to Goa? It is possible if there is a political will. It is very much possible. We have always said that, and म्हाका दिसता as being associated with the political party, I have always said that गोंयकार जो गोंयांतल्यान शेणला ताका हाडूंकूच जाय आमी परतो. They want to come to Goa. काल म्हाका कोण आयिल्ले मेळिल्ले, they come for short time, they have problems to deal with, but they have to go back because they have a larger problem of surviving and no opportunities. थंय कशें आसा 60 मागीरूय respectfully काम मेळटा. There are people who are 70 but working and taking care of their families. Many of them live in one room, 4 of them, because there is no other choice because rentals have gone high up. If given a choice, as Landarkar Goan yetlo. And if dual citizenship is an attraction to get back an Indian back to India, why not do it? They should be welcome.
Lagi musi mai, melo kitre. Rasta पोस मरे.
जॉन बाब टायर झाल्या मरे ब्रेक आनी कशें लागतले
मुझे भाशेन हड्डे जाले इथे.
हॉडी चेंज कर मरे
कितें?
टायर चेंज कर मरे
खंय चेंज केला बरें? येच योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस.
ओय योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस सगळे टायर सोल्युशन एका जाग्यार नवे टायर्स विथ 5 years अनकंडिशनल वॉरंटी
वाह
मॅगविल्स
वाह
टायर चेंज टायर सर्विस
वाह.
नायट्रोजन गॅस बिल अलायनमेंट अँड बॅलन्सिंग
अरे वा.
पेपरलेस बिलिंग आनी जायते हे सगळे बेस्ट प्राइस आनी एक्सप्रेस सर्विस आहा
आणि सारखी बटर आणि सर्विस सारखी फास्ट मरे.
फास्ट नो एक्सप्रेस योकोहामा टायर एक्सप्रेस ऑपोजिट सनशाइन हॉस्पिटल आलेम हायवे मारगांव आनी मग दोतरा घेवत मरे
होय.
So the remittances which we are getting, this is the last,
Yeah,
because I know
yeah.
both of you have
No, no,
court
no.
sessions. So remittances that we get from them are huge.
Yes.
Can that also be a reason why we should welcome them back with another Indian passport? Because you're also contributing for economy of the state.
Correct. See, their remittances are huge. In fact, they say Kerala is a remittance economy because the amount of people which are there are so huge and the remittances are so huge that a lot of it is remittance economy. And the amount of money which our Goans who are outside are sending is also huge. It's huge.
So NRI bank accounts are doing much better, I think. In places like Salsette.
Yes.
What I
Bank
what is it?
ask you NRO.
Yes, they will tell you. They will tell you.
करता.
Yes, they will tell you. They will tell you. They will tell you.
They are doing
but,
very good.
But according to me, it is a case for our people who want to remain connected with Goa. They should be given that opportunity. They want to be here. They are there not out of choice. They are there because we have no place for them here.
So what is your advice? What is your advice to the state government right now? What next they can do?
See, the state government may not be in a position to do anything. The state government should tell the central government that this issue of dual citizenship should be considered favorably. Somehow, I don't accept my friend's view that it can be done only for Goa. That if you say that nothing is going to happen, I would say it has to be a holistic view that the entire country must permit dual citizenship.
For the entire country.
For the entire country.
Okay. What government should do right now, state government?
See, it's very simple. I think any government in power should also welcome their more voters, or if they believe they are not their voters, let them be welcome as their voters by doing something good for them. As the government in power does something better for getting these people back to Goa, जे गोंयकार आमचे जे आज लंडनाक आसा तांकां जर परत हाडपाक तांणी परत, why would they not have sentiments for them की तुमी आमच्या खातीर हें केलें म्हणून? So why not? Why should not government think in that line?
It could be a very
Of course,
popular
as
move.
sir said, it could be for a larger but law, I am talking about law. Law can be permitted for Goa because of treating Goa differently by 1962 law. So तशें जर भंय दिसता आसत की सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंटाक की इश्यू जातले आमकां गुजराताक जातले किंवा पंजाबाक जातले किंवा आनी खंय जातले जाल्यार that can be dealt separate. That way UK has lot of Punjabis and Gujaratis. I mean there you find in Leicester you find more Gujaratis and Punjabis than locals. म्हणजे who are original British. Similar situation to आता of course Dubai doesn't grant citizenship.
In Leicester now there is a Patel who is a member of parliament.
Yeah.
आणि आता I know there are 2 मिरशेकार आसा आमचे who are contesting election in UK now for the council. Both of them were in Goa. Now they've gone back and the elections are in the month of April or May. And there are many who I know are contesting. And for the first time, it feels nice that Goans have come out. Well, last time, why are you being such a large number in certain parts of Wembley and other things? Why should you not do it? Of course, then that issue comes. आमी गोंयकारांक गोंयान भायले आयल्या तांकां मायग्रंट म्हणटा, तांकां ते इमिग्रंट म्हणटा. फरक इतलो की दोनाय भितर मायग्रंट आसा. आतां तो मायग्रंट लंडनाक वचून तांकां मायग्रंट म्हणप काय गोंयान कोणाक मायग्रंट म्हणप हो इशू इज अ पॉलिटिकल इशू आय डोंट वॉन्ट टू टेक अप एज इज नाव, बट it is a land of opportunity. But slowly, even UK and Europe is changing where the opportunities are going down from the fact that the economies are in a different state and a lot of problems of influx of the war-ridden states which are having them. Of course, Indian economy, as per paper, is grown very huge. But middle class खंय ना खातीर चिड्डला. तातल्या भितर जर तूं आज opportunities, जॉब ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज म्हण किंवा बाकीचे ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज गोंयान म्हण दे आर व्हेरी सेल्डम, व्हेरी फ्यू ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज वीच आर फाउंड हियर. सो ऑल दीज इज अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कॉम्प्लेक्स पॉलिटिकल इशू एंड सोशल इशू. एज फार एज लीगल इशू इज कंसर्न, अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, law has enough in it to get this dual citizenship granted to every Goan.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for joining, Amit.
Always
thank you
a pleasure
very
to be
much.
here.
Thank you. So, this is what it is about dual citizenship. जेंका खबर ना तांच्या खातीर ही डिबेट आमी खास ह्या गजाली खातीर घडोवन हाडली की एक म्हळ्यार इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप. खुबशे जाणांक ड्युअल सिटीजनशीप म्हळ्यार कितें, ताजे लिगल आस्पेक्ट्स कितें, कोण घेवं शकता, ह्यो गजाली खबर नासता. सेकंडली, जेन्ना आतां राजकारण तापता तेन्ना हो विशयय तापतलो आनी सरकाराक किंवा खंयच्याय पॉलिटिकल पक्षाक ह्या विशयाचेर भुमिका घेवचीच पडटली. कारण गोंयकार जे गोंया भायर रावता आनी जे आमी परत म्हणटा ते आपल्या मनांतल्यान रावना, कोणाक घरा परत आयिल्लो नाका आसता. प्रत्येकाक आपलें घर आनी आपलो वाडो, आपले मनीस हे सदांच काळजा कडेन लागीं आसता. तुमी पळयतात हब गजाली ऑन युअर फेवरेट चॅनल गोवा न्यूज हब. कीप वॉचिंग अस.